Breaking: Trump confirmed they're trying to steal our country right now and what we must do to stop it. Immigration is one of the hot-button issues that are on the docket for lawmakers this year. Conservatives have high hopes that illegal immigration might be slowed down because of President Trump's campaign promise to build the wall and deport illegals. Liberals are irate at the idea of forcing non-citizen residents back to their legal homes and declare that they won't stand for it. One of the major issues in this debate is the large number of people who are part of an Obama-era program called Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA. Those who are being shown leniency because of this program have been nicknamed dreamers by the left. Conservatives still call them illegals, because, technically, since they arrived as a child, they are still not legal residents. However, just because a previous administration tried to pave the way for illegals to stay here, without regard for those in line for legal status, President Trump isn't backing down from his plan to deal with the problem. Just this morning he took to Twitter to let everyone know that our country is being stolen, and he points his finger directly at illegals, and the Democratic politicians who protect them. Mexico has the absolute power not to let these large caravans of people enter their country. They must stop them at their northern border, which they can do because their border laws work, not allow them to pass through into our country, which has no effect of border laws. Congress must immediately pass border legislation, use nuclear option if necessary, to stop the massive inflow of drugs and people. Border Patrol agents, and ICE, are great, but the weak dim laws don't allow them to do their job. Act now Congress, our country is being stolen! With immigration issues flooding not just the political insiders, but every part of the nation, no news organization can afford to ignore it, or the president's comments on it. Even the left-wing, often anti-Trump CNN has taken the time to address the president's comments on illegal immigration and DACA. Trump's comments were followed by a call to action: Congress must use the nuclear option if necessary, using a Senate maneuver to lower the threshold to break a filibuster from 60 votes to 51, weakening the power of the minority party to pass border security legislation. The president's comments on Monday come a day after he tweeted "No more DACA deal," indicating that he wouldn't move forward on negotiations with the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, the Obama-era program Trump moved to in September but has been kept alive in the courts. In another tweet Monday morning, Trump declared, "DACA is dead because the Democrats didn't care or act, and now everyone wants to get onto the DACA bandwagon. No longer works, he continued. Must build wall and secure our borders with proper border legislation. Democrats want no borders, hence drugs and crime! The messages come after Trump heard over the weekend from a parade of allies, many on the Fox News payroll, that his base believes he is softening on immigration. It was one takeaway from a long holiday break, during which Trump surrounded himself with the type of unwavering allies he struggled to find in Washington, people familiar with their conversations said. Facing a variety of sticky decisions, and without many senior-level aides, Trump sought the counsel of those he believes speak for the voters who elected him president. The messages are a reflection of Trump's ongoing frustration that more progress hasn't yet been made on the wall, his chief campaign promise. He has continued to rail at being cornered into signing an omnibus spending bill that included only a small amount of funding for the border wall. And he has noticed with chagrin the vocal criticism of Ann Coulter, the right-wing firebrand who has publicly censured Trump for falling short on his immigration promises. No matter what side of the issue you come down on, there is no longer a way to ignore that this is a polarizing issue. Both liberals and conservatives can expect immigration reform to be a top issue in the next election, and quite possibly a few elections after that. With millions of illegals in this country, the solution of what to do about them, while maintaining the integrity of our nation's laws, is a tough one to find. President Trump promised to restore order to our immigration system while he was on the campaign trail, and his supporters are likely going to hold his feet to the fire. Liberals feel the growing need to endear themselves to illegals who, they hope, might gain the ability to vote in upcoming elections. This in and of itself is something that concerns legal residents who see the infiltration, and government takeover by those who aren't citizens the same way the president does, like a hostile takeover.